you can capture that all you want. It's too
great.
bad.
Wow.
Where are you,
The sun.
Matt?
But
I'm on an island in Croatia.
Wow,
but it's
incredible.
hot or
Yeah,
not
it's
hot?
it's a work trip. It's a work trip. Don't get me wrong.
Is
But
it?
it is. It's a team building. I actually have my investor coming in a couple weeks, and we're working on defining some things for the future of our software and the company. So
Good.
but I don't think
Nice.
you can see it.
Ah,
Yeah, it's too dark. Sorry, guys. We should have had the call an hour before,
Yes.
an hour earlier.
You
Next
will
next
send
time.
us pictures.
Next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So sorry, Rafael, take it away.
No, no,
I didn't
no,
mean to
no,
hog
no.
the.
So I have I entered directly in the game. You know the principle. But today the two database. So I just checked, but I think I have only the ILM one in French. But we can traduce, and I know you are totally fluent, Matt. So we will. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
images are
Oh, God.
quite, but at least the new business model are in English. So it's great. So here
Oh, great.
you have.
But I think we didn't have a problem with it last time. Like,
No.
I really
Well,
think it was fine. But I really appreciate the
no, I
gesture.
think
Thank you.
you will find some idea. Here you recognize so a function, something that we can have thanks to ALM. It's to manufacture without support. So I imagine here it's yes, picture Velo 3D, for example. And one business model, which is the product performance. So Intuit, the popular TurboTax software eliminates many calculation and formats results automatically so that American taxpayer can easily print or electronically submit their tax returns. Sorry, I don't have a good accent in English, but it's easier in French. It's easier in French, but okay. So what can Velo 3D or people that don't want support make to eliminate something? Well, it's the basic link I see, but after maybe you have other or ideas or direction, not maybe only ideas. Manual calculation. Well, yes.
By the way, hold on. Is this like everybody has to answer, or like?
No. It's open. It's open.
Totally free flowing. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that, if there's like some like forced element, because some people, like are extroverts and some people are introverts, and yeah.
No. And if someone has the beginning of an ID but it's not complete, it can help others to have ID. For example, I know that some to lower the support, they are making a lot of calculations and parametries, and maybe it could be interesting to. It make me think about that. So.
What Raphael says is, in fact, based on what is shown, you can have any ideas, even sometimes which are not totally related to the images. It doesn't matter. The important is
I understand.
From this, do you think of something new, or which ideas you have in mind? If you have no ideas, then we go to another combination. That's the way we do the creativity session without limit.
No, understood.
Yeah.
Because in terms of if I think of Velo 3D or others, is there someone who is proposing today some how do you call it, some business model or some price depending on the level of angle he can achieve? Well, maybe it's no sense, but
yeah, it's interesting. Maybe do you think it exists like a business model where the customers give the part, and as much support you succeed to remove on the part, they will pay as much as you succeed to remove. Like it will be a complete business model. They give you a part, and your goal is to reduce the number of support.
Saying
price per kilogram.
or how do you call it? Yes, maybe we can write this business model. Maybe it's not interesting, but it's
No, I don't think so. But anyway,
pay by percentage of residual support. So if there is, you pay more if there is less support.
So I'm a little bit
more
biased on
or
this
less?
one.
no, inverted.
Yes, you pay less.
You pay less if there's no support.
No?
No, because there is the effort of the manufacturer to do this. Well, okay, but okay, I understand it. After you want to pay less, you want to pay less. Okay, Adeline or Matt, you wanted to say something? I don't know the.
Yeah, I mean, you know what we did with Spark, and I'm a little bit biased as a result, right? Like an unfair advantage on this one. But one of the things that we discussed in terms of the business model was to do a time study comparison between the two, right? Like with regards to a traditional process and how many supports they have. So to compare the build times and the monetary difference that comes out of there, as well as the amount of time that it takes to post-process these things, because that was basically our lower or upper tier in terms of what we could charge a customer right now. The thing is, though, is when you connect it with that, then you're decoupling the value that you're providing to customers, because it just becomes a commodity, right? You're saying, you know, this part is 3,500 euros cheaper, and so that is all that we're worth, right? And of course, nobody likes to do that, right? Nobody wants to be compared to, you know, 5 hours of labor, and so that was just the one thing that, like, we were talking about then, to apply it from a value-based perspective of what about applications where we're opening up spaces that are not possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. It just, even if it's not a good idea, it can give ideas upon this. But I understand. Maybe we have to get rid. Do you want to keep, or Adeline, you wanted to add something?
No, I don't have special
And Gauthier, I
ideas
keep the
coming
idea,
from
or we
this.
get rid of it as you want.
I think you can keep it.
Okay, we can keep it.
Yeah.
So we keep it, and you will see, pay by percentage of residual support. It's a business model. It could be.
I think that's a really good one. Yeah.
Okay, so to that after, you know, we have two questions that are tricky, more or less. The first question is, we will speak about this idea to who could be interested by this business model. If one of the player here is interested, you can say, but if we think, or I don't think we will do this in my company. But maybe if you want to keep it, we say, okay, we can speak to Magnitude, we can speak to Fifth, to Verdevel, or to Ariane Group. I can cite mine also, no problem.
I was about to say, can't you have like every machine manufacturer get interested in this from that perspective?
Yes. So you say at least we could, but I think it's more for maybe not for, if I take the example of EOS, maybe more for additive mines, something like that.
Okay.
The people that, well, I'm not sure they are inventing the business model, but let's do it like that. And after, just to show here the example, after we can say a note, so a score, and a score is between 0. 0 is it's an ID, okay, it's an ID, and 6 it's like God, the best idea you can, because the second one it's not too bad, 2 is good, 3 is really good, 4 it's excellent, 5 it's genius, and 6 it's divine, so like God. So how much you put to this idea?
We should have those 6s today, is what you're saying.
No, this one is not 6 for me. No, your weather is 6. Your view of Croatia is 6. Okay.
I understand.
So Adeline, how much you put, or Gauthier?
Is it possible to
For
say
me,
2.5?
like 2.
Yeah, you can put 2.5, 2.5, and you, Matt?
3.
Okay, I put 2.5 also. Wait, I'm just, and here we take, we don't put the best and the last note, so it's 2.5. It's really, okay. So here now it's in the base, so you can access directly
Science.
on the site, no problem. It's quite open.
Yeah.
Do you have other ideas, or I can change?
You can change.
I can change. So here
Ah.
it is customization for each people.
I
So
have
you know, it's,
at home.
yes, it's from L'Oréal, I
use
think.
It's
L'Oréal?
Chanel.
Chanel. Sorry for that. And they have customized, yes, this different for the eyes, I imagine. And
Yes.
experience brand.
This is the AirPro project, no?
Yes.
Yes,
Got
exactly.
it.
And business model, experience, brand, value alignment. So this brand, so Patagonia, the common trade initiative is a joint commitment from the Patagonia to build useful things that last and from consumer to buy only what they need, united company and clientele in a shared mission. So if it's broke, fix it. So it means that they have this recycling and from a long time perspective. And their business model is that one of it's the experience brand. So the brand is dedicated to this ecological, I would say, circular economy since a long time ago. And it's part of their brand. So the customer is coming for that. So looking at the customization in ALM, for example, I have a question for you. Is there a key player in ALM who is recognized for recycling? Which the brand and the value is okay. We buy to this company because we know that we are also buying something which is a circular economy. Well, I don't, but
I don't either at first sight, but it doesn't mean it couldn't be a business model. Maybe to find product types where there would be a recovery either of the used AM parts. We can remelt them to make a new powder, for instance, but the used parts is
placement. You want to make
or the used powder. Sorry, what do you say?
To make placement of Oberra-Duval products. Each model that you will find, Matt is going to look for data.
That's allowed. That's allowed.
Yes. Yeah. No. It's good. It's good. I wanted to see.
But it would be good indeed to think of products or application where there is this idea.
Yes. What I write, Adeline?
Well, sorry. There is Cookson, right? When it comes to the precious metal side, there was actually a project that I heard of in South Africa where they are using platinum for printing, and they actually brought the machine into the facility where they atomize the powder. So literally, as the waste is coming out, they actually just go to the machine next door to remelt the powder, and then to bring it back for the next production.
Yeah, and you know, this is also something discussed a lot with customers in the field of metal.
Yes.
To recover the used powders, especially for alloys where there is a limited number of cycles in the machine. So people year after year get some stocks of different batches they can't use any longer, too small for using or too old. And so there is really, I think, something with a value there of a business model of a new circular economy in the powder recovery.
So what do I write, Adeline? Business model?
Powder recovery marketplace or something for because it is something it's difficult to get rid of as scrap, the powder.
Yes.
Unlike
Right.
other metals, where there is a solid metal is much easier than powder.
Yes, there was this idea of, we call it Le Bon Coin or Amazon of the powder at some point where people that had, but it never happened. But okay. So
no, because if you consider using it as a new powder, it's difficult. But here the idea is to use it as raw material to make new powder.
Okay.
I put Aubert et Duval. It could be interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
What about like, you know, more of the, as you mentioned, Adeline, like the idea, powder is difficult. Solid parts are much easier, right? Because powder has the difficulty of what do we do with this from the safety perspective.
Yes.
What about like Siemens Energy, where, you know, they're printing the burner tips for an actual, like, you know, it's within the design actually, right? Which I think is the interesting aspect. So the first thing is like, this is very convenient. We could just remove something and print on top of it. But what's really interesting is when you're making burner tips, the design of the burner tip is that it will be destroyed over time, right? And that's really interesting, because then it's kind of like, okay, we designed this part and we know that it will be destroyed, so we expect it to work for only 5,000 hours or whatever it is, and then the rest of it will be made from the same material so that we could just cut it off and then add onto the top of it. So I think that's like a double whammy in terms of
I think
reusability and recycling.
It's another idea.
So it's another idea, I would say, indeed, of using for kind of repair or material addition, using SLM process, which was not initially designed for this. But we see indeed some customers like Siemens, but there are some other examples I know about that are doing this, building on a substrate.
Yes.
Like for it is also something in the field of molds.
Yes, we will put
plastic injection and so on.
I think there is something from this idea which can go not faster, farther, yes, than just what we have seen. But let's finish with this idea, and after we will come back to the.
So the score, you want a score?
Yes, exactly. I love score. I love score. So I will put 4 for this one. I love the idea of the powder recovery marketplace, because I think it's a good business model.
Yeah.
Not
I think it's a real concern.
5.
Whoa.
No, maybe it's not that difficult. It's some difficult. No, it can be difficult depending on the materials. There are limitations. For instance, to recycle titanium powder is more difficult when it's produced by plasma wire process and so on. But
no problem at
anyway.
You're supposed to come up with the business models right now, okay? Not the boring technical details.
Yeah.
This group of people, none of us care about the technical details.
No. Not at all. No. Good. So 5 for Gauthier?
I would say 4.
And you, Matt?
You know, I'm gonna give it a 3 because I feel that there's a business model there somewhere, but we haven't really cracked it yet. If we would have cracked it, I would say a 4.
Okay, so
but I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yes, but we get rid of your 3 because you're a bad person.
So then it's a 4. The average is 4.
The 5 of Adeline because she's a too good person.
Now I'm glad I gave it 3 just to keep you guys
and we have 4
on the human scale. You're getting into God territory here.
No, divine is 6.
In French, we say you keep us to the plancher des vaches, so on the ground of the cow.
Yes.
Okay, so and your ID, so I can write it, Matt. Let's see how much you will have. But okay, it was Matt.
Which one?
Use SLM for repair.
Yes, but so it's
and build on design for repair in a way.
Repairability.
That one. Oh,
repair.
Yeah. That's it's a tough one. It's like the recycling of the material as well as the design to really push these applications to the limit, right? Which is something that we don't do most of the time, right? We don't design things to fail.
I can write it like that. Design for repairability coupled with recycling of material.
Yeah.
I think this
And
is
just imagine actually calculating the entire life cycle, right? And then factoring that into your business model. Because
yes.
obviously printing, like, let's say a burner element is, let's say 20,000 euros. But then when you design just the part to be worn down and to be replaced, then all of a sudden that burner is actually spread across 15 times that it's used. And then that 20,000 goes into like 4,000 or 3,000 euros, which is massive.
I put Siemens,
Yeah.
Siemens Energy. They could be interested by the idea.
Well, no, I mean, they do it already.
They
Okay.
do it already, yes. So here
Yeah.
So
we
it's
should
more,
think more of
service providers.
new application.
Service providers could propose, but service
I
provider
believe
in
this
design.
is typically for applications where like tooling
Yes, tooling.
is an example, because tooling is a consumable in a way, and also could be applications yeah, where the lifetime is
Aircraft. Aircraft.
Yeah, so at Siemens, right, it's a critical application. They're actually using Hastelloy X as a compromise because they actually had super alloys that were specifically designed for that application that we don't have an additive yet. And so in that case, I think the common thread would be that it's a critical application. However, the part that is being manufactured is repetitive, right? So it's a semi-serial production. I think that's the thing, that how they are able to address it, that it's a critical application, yet printing on top of it is still manageable from the performance side, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained enough or if I skipped too many details right now, but
No,
I see a link with maintenance also. Tooling and maintenance universe, in a way. This is maintenance of land turbines, what they do, Siemens, basically.
Okay. I put maintenance also. Okay, so now the score, you know that the only thing that interesting me. So I put a 4. I put a 4, 4.5. Yes, 4.5.
Okay. I put 4 also.
Yeah, I put 4 as well.
Fine, I'll say 4.
Say 4?
I just want to be with everybody. I just want to be friends.
Good. It's the good way.
I was gonna be 3. I was gonna say 3 to be difficult, but
yeah, I could have said 3 as well because of the implementation.
But you know, when it's your idea,
not be so, yeah.
When it's your idea and you put a score that is less than the other, from the other, we call it a Frankenstein ID, because you say my invention is how do you say it in English?
You're not proud.
Yes, you are not proud of your.
Okay, I didn't even think about
that. Do you want to change, or do you have some other ideas? Because we went on something else, but maybe still on the eyes and business model. I add more. Could we do something for inclusive people, like the end for the disabled and everything, customized, but that is, it's already a little bit enabled that is doing this.
Yes,
they are branding it to help the people that don't have the kids that don't have arms, for example, and they make customization.
But it's not a company.
No, but it's an association.
Yeah.
I think it's a big association, by the way, now.
Yes. I don't know if it's only in France or if it's everywhere.
No. There is in United States, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so you have something else or not? No, I skip. Hold on. So design.
I mean, yeah, there are, but it sounds like there's a lot of these ideas that are already being tested, right? So there's like, when you look at, in Switzerland, they have Stealth Key, which is a really interesting concept where the platform is the same, and then they actually change the design of the key, and they 3D print it in a way that you can't copy it. So it's actually like a sheath, right? So just imagine a cylinder and the key is on the inside, and that whole thing is printed so you can't see it. Like if you want to see how the key is on the inside, you actually first have to destroy it. And the way that they actually print it on a platform, and it's like, you know, the key base of it is the same, and then the teeth are changing for both the cylinder and the key itself. And I see this mascara thing, like what it reminds me of is like this interchangeability or interoperability.
But if I come back to this, what it makes me think, if we go on a upper level, is more on the fact of customization. Is there a company that in ALM put customization as the experience brand? So it really says that the customization is important for the experience of the customer. Well,
we have a customization in dental application, but yes, I'm not sure the experience of the customer is what matters. But
you'll never hear the complaints.
Yeah, there are also then people considering or promoting customization for glasses or some other.
But
did you guys see the Oprah glasses?
Is there a company that is saying what we do is customization? We customize what you want. In ALM.
Isn't that every service bureau in the world?
No, yeah, but
they try to do series production as well, because with
I will write.
It's a mixed message, right? It's a really mixed message for service bureaus.
I will write something. For me, it's a service bureau. You will say, but this is what they do. But no, service bureau specialized in ALM customization. So what I want to say with that is that the only focus they had, their niche, is all which is customizable. So they make glasses, they make things for, but they don't do serial production with the same. No, it's only customization.
When you are in the world of prototypes as well, it's customization always. No? In a way.
But,
yeah, Rafael, I mean that's MB Proto, right?
No. They don't do this. They don't say we customize for each client. Customization for me, it's you come with thousands of people, and you adapt to each of the people the same product. Okay.
Yep.
And
okay.
what I want
I've seen it for the eyelashes, this mascara, which in French, I don't know in English. They have a service I've seen where they do you film or you have a scan of your eyelashes, and then based on that you get a printed version adapted to your exact shape. So this is
yes.
After the.
But can I ask, is that customized for every individual, or do they just select from a range?
From a range.
I've seen they have in the video they were saying they had like maybe 50 different models, in fact, and they select one out of the 50 which is closer to your dimensions.
Yeah, so it's not really
customization.
Right? Yeah.
It's a simplified customization.
Okay.
But for surgery as well, application like when you have implants.
Yes.
That is really customization.
Yes.
There is no, Adeline, the implants, there's two different kinds, right?
Depends which implants. Yes.
Exactly.
If it's a spinal implant, it's more standard.
Exactly.
But a cranial implant, I guess it cannot be standard.
Yeah.
Okay. So I let my idea, even if you didn't understand it, but I will...
Rafael,
but I understand what you mean.
There's one company that I know of.
Yes.
There's this company called, I think they're called Souls. And what they did is they were making orthopedic implants. And what they do is they actually send like a device for scanning your foot to the doctor's office.
Yes.
And based on that scan, they then they print the sole and mail it to you.
So I have another idea which is maybe better. It's an application specialized in aggregating ALM customization service providers. So you want solve
it reminds me something.
Yes, me also. But, okay, so new company, so it will okay, and it will, yeah, I know the name. It will be Customize All or something like Customize ALM. Ouais. All.
It was not print me a ship.
No, not exactly, because you only redirect to a website. By the way, yes, there is only 7 minutes remaining, so we will do it short today. We can do other session because I think we have a lot to share.
We have fun.
A lot to speak on these topics and a lot of ideas, but so how much you put to me? Well, I would put 2 on this idea. I know that it's not the best idea I had.
Yes, 2.
Yeah, same 2.
I'll give you a 3 out of 5.
Oh, it's great. Thank you. I will get rid of the 3 because
I don't want anybody to be walking away sad here, okay? Not necessary.
But you only know the score 3, or you can play with other numbers, you know?
It's starting to sound like it. Hey, Rafael, this is your idea, okay? Just take it and walk away, all right?
But
Okay,
it reminds me, my younger son, when he was young, he couldn't count beyond 3. So I was repeating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he was saying 1, 2, 3. I was a bit worried, but finally now it's solved.
Okay, better.
Yeah,
After
he's very good in
35 years, I
mathematics
figured it
now.
out.
So we come back on personalization, or here you have on lattices for medical application. One function of ALM is to make the cell, like trabecular one, in order to improve the bone accroche, so gripping, I don't know. And beside, it's Tesla with the business model configuration process. Tesla invested a massive gigafactory to produce battery pack by themselves. The economy of scale are estimated to save them 30% of the cost of the batteries. So configuration process is to integrate sometimes things in order to lower the cost, if I understand well. It's an example, Tesla, but so does it give you an idea or link to ALM or business model? But for example, yes, go ahead.
A gigafactory of ALM machine, like simple one, but.
And to lower the cost for, so you would have only one. There is already one for plastic, if I'm not wrong, with Shapeways or how do it call the one that have been bought, or Protolabs? They have bought 3D Hubs, I think, something like that. No. Well, I can put the idea of Gigafactory of
Giga ALM factory.
Giga ALM factory.
But the question is, we always say ALM is precisely for a small series. So do we have economies of scale by gathering machines under the same roof?
Just you're right.
Not yet, but
imagine there is today. What is the biggest one as a factory? Maybe
GE Aviation.
GE in metal.
In number of machines?
Yes.
I have also BLT in China. No, you mean in parts or in machines?
No, but it's what? It's 10, it's 100. Yeah. 100.
The number of machines?
Yes, 100. Yeah. More the range.
I believe, yeah.
So the gigafactory here, it's more 10,000.
If you put 1,000, that's already a nice number.
It's giga, it's not mega.
No, yes, but Maybe
how many
with
does BLT have?
plastic.
How many machines does BLT have?
BLT, I don't know.
BLT, I remember they were targeting 100 in China.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then GE has them beat because they have over 100 machines and all of them are actually in production and actually in critical application production. BLT definitely doesn't have that.
Yeah, for sure it's not the same with BLT, but about GE Aviation, is it all for the Cincinnati location or are they spread around the
Alabama.
world?
No, Cincinnati is their like their development.
Yes.
This manufacturing is like in Alabama.
Yes, so they are under one roof. That means.
But maybe okay.
Exactly.
20, 30 years, we will be in the range of gigafactories. Some people having between 1,000 and 10,000. We don't. It's a question we can.
If it goes for series production or some kind of big number of parts application, even if it's customized parts, then indeed it would be a lot of printers.
Yeah, so
like printer farms.
Yes.
I read about this for defense, I believe, or something application with polymers or some sectors. I considering printer farms.
No polymer, only metals here. No.
Not polymer.
No.
Maybe when you print your pizza.
Yes. To whom we like a micro-onde, like a micro oven.
Yes.
To whom we speak about this? To us, we will speak to us.
For me, the people like
what's the model?
The platforms, Shapeways or Sculpteo or these people. So it was a business model to do the printing for anybody of anything. They are the type of maybe platform.
And you had a question, Matt?
Yeah. I was just curious, like. What is the business model in the end that we've identified?
For me, it's a little bit like the Gigafactory here. It means that you have the size.
Economies of scale.
Yeah. Yes, and you have economy of scale that make lower your cost, so you are more competitive against all the others because you have. You
buy tons of powders instead of kilos.
But you need more money. You need a lot of money, and you need a lot
dozens of machines instead of you need a few machines maybe.
So I have a good news. I have a bad news. Well, we will not put a score on this one because there is 1 minute left. So I propose not to go after the. So do you want to make another session sometime? It's not every night for sure, but.
Absolutely,
yes,
and
okay.
boo for not finishing this. We got to put a score on it, guys.
Okay, so
we got to put a score on it.
I put 2.
I put 1. 3.
But I know.
I honestly think 4.
4.
I'm gonna go with 4 on this one.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, we can continue. Maybe we put 5 or 6 to the next ID. So for a good score for the next time.
It's a pity we stop now. We were going to hear about a divine idea in some minutes.
Next time.
Yeah, I gotta